to the Metal Bastards podcast channel, or the Metal Bastards podcast, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Welcome.
The Metal Bastards Dark Dungeon. The Metal Dungeon.
We got Metal Mike with us. Yeah. Hey, you're getting the Metal Ben and Mean Matt. The Metal Ben and Mean Metal Mike show tonight for a little bit at least. Unless anybody else joins in.
The real show.
Right on, man. Welcome to the stream, motherfuckers.
Yeah. I got
you
some
bastard
news.
maniacs.
Yeah. Well, we got some sad mental news. Apparently, Ozzy's in the hospital with COVID, which.
I heard about that earlier in the week. I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
Something we don't want to think about.
No, but I mean, he made one final album. I mean,
I hope it's a good album. I honestly do. I hope it's a good album, but I don't know what to think.
This is what I feel about the last album. I think Sharon hooked them up. I think that's all Sharon's idea. I don't think Ozzy originally wanted to do that stuff with that newer generation bullshit.
Yeah,
like Ozzy would have been better off if he would have told Sharon, "Fuck no, we're gonna do it my way. Gonna record the album my way. I'll see who I can get." Right? You know. And I'm sorry, Sharon doesn't know where talent is. Ozzy knows who talent is. Let's be realistic.
Right. Exactly. Welcome to the chat, Brody. Good to see you here. Cool guy. Hits me up on Instagram every once in a while.
Yeah. But I hope this album's good. I hope the drumming's good. I hope they don't bullshit. I hope Sharon doesn't bullshit Tony Iommi's sound guitar on this album. I hope Tony Iommi's just pulling out some Sabbath riffs in this. I hope. You know.
I agree, man. I hope this isn't some.
What's up, Josh?
Yeah, I hope this isn't some fucking manufactured piece of shit, man. Which I'm kind of afraid it's going to be with Sharon Osbourne running shit.
Josh, I heard vague rumors Geezer Butler might be starting up another new project. Yeah.
Nice.
Supposedly going back to his blues roots, right around the early. Apparently, he might create a band called Earth if he gets permission from Tony Iommi. Him and Tony might recreate Earth.
Interesting. I mean, they might as well do something, you know.
Yeah.
You know, while they're still alive and kicking and able to do it, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame. Bill Ward recently said that he's really forgetting a lot of his drum fills now. With a lot of the Sabbath stuff, he's already forgetting stuff from the earlier stuff, which is kind of sad. But, you know, and Bill is saying he really wants to do one final thing with all four guys before he goes. I don't blame him for saying that. And Bill said he regrets. Sorry, Dan. Bill said he regrets missing out on the Heaven and Hell reunion. Bill Ward openly said he regretted turning that down also.
Right.
Because that was around the time when Sabbath was doing those short get-together reunions with Ozzy at like the Ozfest stuff after that big reunion tour.
Right.
And
well, we'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, they fucked up back in 2013 by not letting Bill Ward be on 13. That was just stupid. And to me, yes, I don't. It's just my opinion. I really don't care what anybody else thinks. Yes, the drumming on 13 ruins 13. The drumming sucks on 13. I'm just gonna say it right now. It's way too tame. It doesn't have that Bill Ward feel to it at all.
Well, there were rumors from Tony that Bill Ward's drum tech had his drum set up and everything, and there are rumors of vague demos of Bill and Geezer doing some stuff right around 13 and Tony. There's like vague rumors of them riffing and doing some stuff.
I was going to say there's got to be something out there because this album, 13 had been in the works since probably 99, I want to say. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's been around, since like around 99, maybe 2000.
Yeah.
Because I remember at the time hearing, I can kind of remember at the time remembering hearing that there might be a new Black Sabbath album out. Well, this is going years back, like around 2001 maybe. Yeah. I kind of remember that going around and it never happened.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think 2001 is when Down to Earth came out too by Ozzy, so.
Well, yeah.
But I can't exactly remember. Pretty sure, but yeah, anyways, that's all I can kind of remember.
I'm going to check to see what's happening in metal news, if anything interesting pops up. Oh, yeah, Sebastian Bach. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, man. This
is Sebastian Bach's running his mouth again.
This time he's like bashing Paul Stanley, saying Sebastian Bach would have sounded better with Kiss than Paul Stanley. Okay, first of all, shut up. That's the stupidest thing you could possibly say.
That's very stupid. Oh, God. I swear to God, man, the older these motherfuckers get, the more delusional they get. You know?
You know what? They should be like Angus or Brian Johnson. Just be fucking humble about your music that you made all these years. Right?
It's like a couple years, or this might have been about 7 or 8 years ago now. I think the funniest thing I ever heard out of all of Hulk Hogan's tall tale stories, back in 1983, he auditioned for Metallica. Sure you did, Hogan. When you were in Japan wrestling at the time. Sure you did. Oh yeah, me and Lars were good friends, brother. He wanted me in Metallica so bad, brother, but I couldn't do it, brother. Yeah, sure. Sure, Hogan. I do remember that story though. I just laughed. I still laugh when I just think back on it. It's like, sure, Hogan. Okay. Sure, Terry Bollea.
Yeah.
You were going to be in Metallica.
I laugh at a lot of the modern Kiss fans, not us, not us real Kiss fans, but the stupid Kiss fans still believe Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley's bull crap. After all these years.
I don't get that at all. That's like...
And I'm
like
sorry. Yeah.
That's like saying our government cares about us. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But no, apparently Gene Simmons offered Ace Frehley to come back, and Ace said, unless you're paying me handsomely and royally, I'm not coming back. And Ace has a valid point. I don't blame Ace for saying that.
I don't think they need to go. I don't think Ace needs to go back. Hell no.
Yeah. Well, this summer, it's either July or June, Ace is going to be doing some shows. Ace and Peter might be doing some shows together.
Oh, that would be cool.
For the fans. Apparently, Ace and Peter said just for the fans, because
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just the basically. And Peter said he still plays drums. I saw the newest drum videos of Peter Gracie. Yeah, he sounds still good. You know, despite his age, not bad.
I think he's 76 now.
Yeah.
But if he can still do it, hell, why not?
Yeah.
Age is just a number, man. If you can still do it, go for it.
And Ace said if Gene and Paul wants to do lawsuits against him and Peter for playing Kiss music, well, that's a can of worms there because, okay, yeah, Gene and Paul, but Peter and Ace are just as much of the original group as Gene and Paul, so they should have every right to play the music they created also. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, I agree 100%. They should be allowed to play that music. I mean...
Yeah. Which I think
And-
Gina Paul just sold Kiss out. I forget
there's-
when they sold Kiss out. This was probably around the reunion tour. I'm guessing that's when they really fucking sold out.
But there's no way in hell. There's absolutely no way in hell I want to see Ace Frehley or Peter Criss on stage with Scab Kiss
No,
in that makeup. Fuck that. No way. The only way
You
I
know
want to
what?
see it is if Kiss took the fucking makeup off.
they there you go. Did what they did in the '80s, but just with the original lineup.
Yeah. Or at least have Tommy Thayer and fucking Eric Singer take the makeup off, you know.
That ain't
What?
happening.
Ace and Peter take their roles back.
Yeah.
That's definitely not happening. Kiss is just a fucking corporation, man.
Yeah.
It's not even really a band. It's just a corporation. That's all Kiss is.
Well, which is sad because there's some really great albums that Kiss has made, and it's just sad, you know, that a lot of new fans that come into Kiss, you see these younger kids like 6, 7 years old, like, hey, I saw Ace Frehley and Peter Criss. And I'm just gonna look, I'm like, sorry, kid, you didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, you didn't. Trust me, you did not see him.
or as Ralph Beer would say, bang bang pizza skulls.
Right. Exactly. Hell yeah, man. But I can't think of nothing else that's really been going on.
No, except this year might be a good year for a lot of bootlegs though, because I've been finding a lot of bootlegs on the internet, which has been popping a lot more from like early '70s, like underground bands from the early '70s have been popping up a lot more on YouTube, like bootlegs wise. Yeah, guys, check out your bootlegs. Like, go look up bootleg stuff.
Damn
Some of that
right.
stuff too. You know.
Check out all the underground bands you can. Don't just listen to the bands that are fucking popular. Check out all the underground bands you can.
Hey,
That's how you learn about. That's how you learn about cool music.
Ben already got me hooked. Well, not hooked, but Ben got me started listening to other stuff already. So, hey,
Hell yeah.
you know,
Exactly. That's what it's all about. What's the point of talking music if we're going to sit there and, you know, just talk about the popular band all the time or whatnot?
yeah. like a bit like I'm starting to like the band called Dust. You know,
That's a good one. Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good 70s band.
You heard of the '70s band called Aardvark?
I've heard that name before. Yes.
Yeah. Liquid
Yes.
Smoke.
I think I've heard that one.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I have.
I think I sent you a play. Oh, yeah, I think
You know
I sent you.
Yeah, you sent me a whole playlist that one time, I remember.
Of just good undergrounds. There was some popular stuff in there, but it wasn't like big popular stuff. But the
Right.
bulk of it was just a lot of underground '70s stuff that just
Hell yeah.
sounded really good. You know,
Yep, a lot of lost gems from back then.
also I think a lot of those like early proto metal bands had a Sabbath sound to them. Had like a Sabbath, Motorhead, kind of like bluesy swagger to them almost. You know.
Right. That's true. I mean, a lot of them do. I mean, well, with Sabbath coming out around that time, too. I mean, you can hear a lot of, like, in a lot of those bands, you can definitely hear Sabbath.
You're right.
You can definitely hear, Uriah Heep. Oh, what's the other band that I'm thinking of here? Oh, I don't know why I can't think of them right now.
Deep Purple. You can hear a little bit of Deep Purple in some of them.
Deep Purple would definitely be one. There's another one there that's a really important one.
Rainbow.
Oh, Vanilla Fudge. Or
No,
Vanilla
no.
Fudge. Yeah, Vanilla Fudge. That's like a huge influence on a lot of those proto metal bands from the 70s. That's how Uriah got their sound, actually, is from Vanilla Fudge.
And, you know, it's funny. I think the biggest era for proto metal, I think it's that early 70s to the mid 70s. And then there's like a bit of a, you can see a drop off in proto metal. And then it kind of gets revived somewhere in the mid 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as it progressed through the 70s, you could definitely tell bands were starting to get even heavier, like after Sabbath and stuff. Like when bands like, what's a good example? Well, yeah, but a band like the Scorpions when they first came out, or UFO, or Judas Priest. Yeah, Judas Priest, a great example of a band that took what Sabbath was doing and made it a little more like heavy metal sounding,
Yeah.
like more traditional heavy metal sounding.
Boston. I know Boston's a big band, but for example, the early Boston stuff is really great.
Oh my God, yeah. That first album's a masterpiece.
And you know what's cool about the first album? Everybody says it's a UFO, but under the UFO is a legit guitar underneath. They look at the album art cover.
It's one of the best album covers too, man. I love that album cover. It's a great album too. I never get sick of that album.
Yeah, and early Van Halen, before the first Van Halen album, I think Van Halen did some demos beforehand that sound a lot better than the first album, I think.
That's true, man. I mean, shit, like a lot of them songs on them first couple of Van Halen albums are actually really old songs.
Yeah.
Going back to probably the mid 70s, maybe early 70s, actually, some of them tracks.
Yeah. Oh wow, Pentagram was formed in the early 70s too. That's a band.
They formed around the time Sabbath was coming out.
Yeah.
Then there was another one called Demon.
There was a band in 72 called Scrubby Made Lucifer. That's funny.
Scrubby Made Lucifer. Hey, we got Ghost viewing us tonight. Hello, Ghost. How are you doing?
I think I have a bunch of musical playlists I can share. I think I'll share another one. Tell me if you get it then.
Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, I got it.
I sent you two. Yeah, I sent you two of them. So tell me if you get the second one. Oh, there you go.
Yep, it's here. 70 rock songs on YouTube.
Rare. I put rare because, But yeah, if you want to play some of that stuff live, you can. Then it doesn't bother me. It's just that y'all want to hear it in chat. I mean, Warlord. Ooh, that's a good band.
Oh yeah, there's two Warlords. There was one in the 70s and one in one in the early 80s.
Okay, yeah. I think that one song I was listening to, the band Ice Cross. I think I told you. I think I recommended those guys to you. Ice Cross.
Oh yeah. Yep. Crap. Just trying to figure out. I'm actually not at my house right now.
Oh, where are you, Ben?
Well, my mother's out of town for the weekend, and I'm staying at her place, kind of watching her place for tonight.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm at my mom's tonight at least.
That's understandable.
Until she comes back tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's why I took off work tonight.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much what's up. Which, yeah, that's pretty much it. No, I'm just trying to figure out because I'm just trying to figure something out here. Okay, so if I go into Messenger,
I gotta
stuff.
I gotta get some money. I want to try and hunt down actual live AC/DC bootleg albums to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I watched Ralph's. Yeah, Ralph Vieira made an AC/DC video recently. He was just talking about Bon Scott, which I watched
Yeah.
that. And I finally checked out the band Fraternity from Bon Scott. It's weird. I agree, Ralph. That's a weird band Bon Scott was in.
It's definitely different. If you're
And the
expecting
Valentine.
AC/DC, not AC/DC. Yeah, the Valentine's is like almost bubblegum pop. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. And then you know what's weird about AC/DC? That all the band members came from different bands beforehand, which is weird. You know, you had Phil Rudd, who was in Buster Brown, and then pretty much went to AC/DC right off the bat and became their drummer. Malcolm and Angus were in their brothers George's band, not the Easy Beats, but they were like in a blues band with his brother. It was called the Marcus Roll Band, and I think Malcolm was the lead. Apparently, Malcolm was doing the lead guitars, and Angus was doing the rhythm guitar. And for all you people know, Malcolm Young can play guitar solo. You can.
It's true. It's true, people.
And
Open
Brian
your ears.
And people say, "Oh, Brian Johnson can't sing." Listen to his stuff before AC/DC with Geordie. You know,
Totally different. Yep, he had a different vocal style in Geordie. He had more of that 70s hard rock type of voice when he was in Geordie. Yeah.
and I've been checking out Cliff Williams' previous band called Bandit. I think he did one album with them. Cliff's doing some good bass work stuff on that. You know?
Oh yeah.
And Simon Wright came in on drums. Simon was in a band called Titan, I think, before he joined AC/DC. I still can't find any of that Titan stuff on YouTube. I've been trying to search for it. Trying to hear it. And did you know that Chris Slade was in Uriah Heep for a short period of time on drums?
He was. Trying to think what album he was on. Conquest. I think it was Conquest.
Yeah.
Which is not one of the best Uriah Heep albums. Well, it was the last album with Ken Hensley on it.
But
the vocalist they had on that album did not fit Uriah Heep. Oh, who the hell was the vocalist on that?
it wasn't John Lawton, was it?
No. Oh, he only did one album with Uriah Heep. I gotta look this up. I used to have it on vinyl.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Me and Ben might do a Uriah Heep album ranking soon. I mean, I just gotta listen to them.
There's actually demo tracks recorded of these songs with John Lawton on vocals, and they sound way better. But then John Lawton was let go. I don't know what happened there, if he was let go or he quit and went back to Lucifer's friend at the time. I forget. But
I took a drive up to the Poconos today just to get away from Alan.
That's who the vocalist was, Johnny Slogan.
Yeah. What a weird name.
Yeah, if you listen to that album, his vocals did not fit Uriah Heep at all. I don't know what Ken Hensley was thinking at the time by hiring him. I really don't. But then again, that was around the time where Ken Hensley was about ready to leave Uriah Heep anyway, so.
This is still my all-time favorite Heep album. This is always in my top 3, Sweet Freedom.
That's a damn good album.
Yeah, Dreamer, Steel, and One Day, Sweet Freedom. If I had the time. 7 Stars is a beautiful song. Circus, Pilgrim. Then you got bonus tracks, like 7 Stars extended version, all the extended. If I had the time demo, like alternate live versions. People still buy it. Yeah.
Speaking of which, Ralph Vieira just did I was watching that the other night. Ralph Vieira and Martin Popoff. They were doing a stream about Uriah Heep because Martin Popoff did a book on Uriah Heep.
And
it was a pretty entertaining video because it's Martin Popoff trying to get Ralph into Uriah Heep. It's a good
shame
video.
on you, Ralph. Shame on you, Ralph. Shame on you. For not listening to Uriah Heep, brother.
Definitely check out where Uriah Heep. Like, look at, okay, the albums I like from Uriah Heep, I like the first album, obviously. Very Heavy, Very Humble. That's a great debut.
Oh,
Salisbury. I actually like Salisbury too, or Salisbury, however the fuck you want to call it. I think Salisbury's good. Look at Yourself's probably my favorite. Well, Demons and Wizards is their most popular album. First album with Lee Kerslake on drums too, and Gary Thane on bass.
Magician's Birthday.
But it's still a damn good album. Yeah, Magician's Birthday, pretty much Demons and Wizards Part 2. It's an okay album. I like it. But Sweet Freedom, now that's a damn good album. I agree.
I think Martin Pop said that's the album that made them go commercial, basically.
What, Sweet Freedom?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, what track was that? Stillin' was kind of a hit.
Yeah, the second track.
You can still hear. Yeah, Stillin' you can still hear on classic rock radio sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, really, the only two Uriah Heep songs that ever get played on the radio is Easy Living or Stilling. That's it.
And there's other great tracks besides those. There's other great gem tracks besides those on those early albums. Bird of Prey would be perfect for the radio, in my opinion.
Oh, Bird of Prey. That's like one of the first, like, heavy metal songs.
Also, Uriah Heep Live, 1973, that live album.
Yep,
yeah! But the second act, I agree, Martin Popoff, and that second act where they do a little rock and roll stuff. Yeah.
That's easily the worst thing on that. They could have easily filled that with, something else.
Yeah.
What came after? I'm trying to think what came after. Oh, Wonderworld.
Yeah, that was 74. Wonderworld.
Yeah, that album was a bit of a step down. It's still a good album. Like, oh man, another track that's really heavy on that record is Suicidal Man.
Yeah.
That's a fucking heavy track for 1974.
Oh.
Yep, Suicidal Man. Definitely check that one out. It's pretty fucking heavy.
Well,
the rest of the albums,
I'm starting with Sweet Freedom. Right now, the next album I'm going through all of them, but the second album right now I'm listening to is Fallen Angel at the moment I'm listening to. I'm liking it so far.
John Lawton. Oh man, those John Lawton albums are great.
But yeah, back on the topic, you were going to talk about the 75 Return to Fantasy.
Oh yeah. I love the track Return to Fantasy.
Yeah.
That's a great track. The rest of the album's kind of could be better. It's not completely terrible, but it definitely has some weakness to it compared to the other albums.
Yeah. Nothing in 76 to kind of take a break a little bit and record Firefly, right?
No. Nah, they did another album in 76. It would be the last album with David Byron on vocals on High and
Mighty.
Which I think there's some good stuff on that album. There's definitely some weak shit on it too. I think it's a little better than Return to Fantasy.
Yeah.
But there's still stuff on there that's not that great. But overall, it's, an okay album. But then we get into an album, or I think, that was the last album with David Byron. There was a bass player change, too, around that time that I forgot to mention. So Gary Thane had left after Wonderworld, and they got John Wetton on bass from King Crimson.
Mm-hmm.
And he would go on to be in Asia. So he played on Return to Fantasy and High and Mighty. Then he left the band.
Didn't
And
Bob Daisley come into Uriah Heep for a little bit too?
yeah, that was a little later on down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they got oh damn, the hell's his name? I'm like freezing with names tonight. Okay, yeah, they got John on vocals. God damn. Oh, Trevor Bolder. That's who they got on bass. And he stayed in the band for the longest time, too, up till he unfortunately passed away back in 2000. I think it was 2013. But he stayed in the band. I mean, he left for a brief time back in the early 80s, but he came back.
Yeah.
Trevor Bolder came in as bass player, and well, Firefly came out. I think Firefly is very underrated. That is a great album.
Oh, I love the album art cover too, with the rainbow and the moon and the little fairy thing there. Yeah.
In fact, that might be my second favorite Uriah Heep album. I think it's that good.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. To me, John Lawton's definitely a different vocalist compared to David Byron. Like John Lawton has more of that. Yeah. Like John Lawton kind of has more of that Ronnie James Dio type of vocal style compared to David Byron.
Yeah. And then you have another album, 77, Innocent Victim.
Yep, another good album.
Which a lot of people say that's the worst Heep album art cover. It's a snake, but it's not terrible.
It's not that bad. I don't think it's a bad album cover. It's kind of weird though, because the eyes are actually weaker. Slake's eyes under that snake.
Yeah,
which I don't think a lot of people knew.
Yeah, and of course the next album will be Conquest, right?
Fallen Angel.
Oh, Fallen Angel. Yeah, 78, which I think I'm listening to right now. I love that album. I like the album where it has a lady with her tits out, which that's funny.
Hell yeah. It is a good album, though. I mean, it's a little poppier, but it's still a pretty damn good album. Mm-hmm. I think it is.
And I think Uriah Heep had the tendency to not stay with the original formula. You know, there's classic albums going all the way up the street to read them. They would, and Martin Popoff said Uriah Heep would tend to go way too poppy sometimes, or way too progressive sometimes, or they would go way too rockish sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely had a unique sound. Like they could be really heavy and they could be really poppy.
Yeah,
it's weird.
And then when Uriah Heep's cooking, then you can just get Uriah Heep that not perfect, but that sort of classic Uriah Heep sound still, sort of.
Yep.
When things were going right.
Which I definitely think the last couple albums are definitely back to that 70, like the early Uriah Heep type of sound.
I do like the new drum.
Yep, the new stuff is good. It's just as good as the old stuff.
Haven't listened to the new stuff because I'm still discovering a lot of their stuff. I'm only like 2 albums in. I already have Sweet Freedom. I might buy Fallen Angel next. I'm just jumping around right now. So yeah,
like the vocalist Bernie Shaw kind of reminds me of David Byron.
Yeah.
So, and it definitely has that 70s Hammond organ type of sound again.
Yeah.
I know some of their 80s albums were like
Abominog. Well, it's probably the best 80s album.
That's a killer album. I do like Abominog. I'm trying to think what album. Equator is a weak album. That's not a very good album.
What is my YouTube channel background cover? It's the Abominog cover.
It is. I'd like to get a shirt. I'd like to get a shirt of that. I think that would be cool.
Abominog got some great tracks on it. Some really great tracks on it.
That's a damn good album. It's one of the Heap's heavier albums.
Yeah, then you go Head First.
It's all right. It's kind of average compared to Abominog.
And then you have Equator.
That's definitely the worst Uriah Heep album. That's where they're trying to go all out 80s pop. It's like, this don't sound like fucking Uriah Heep. What the fuck is this? Is this Huey Lewis? Is this Huey Lewis in the news?
And in 1985, don't they take a hiatus from making albums?
Actually, they did it. Because their next album didn't come out till 89.
1995. 1995.
Nah, not that long. Because Raging Silence came out in 80. I'm pretty sure it came out in 89.
Oh, yeah, 89. 89. You're right, 89.
And that would be the first album with Bernie Shaw on vocals, who's currently their vocalist today.
Didn't Lee Kerslake leave a few times and come back also?
He only left around the time Conquest came out. And when he came back for Abominog.
Yeah,
that's the one that's on it too. Bob Daisley's on Abominog.
Yeah, and they sounded great on those albums. You know why they sounded great? Because they were pissed off at Ozzy and Sharon.
Exactly. So yeah, that was a pretty cool album.
Yeah. Then you got Sea of Light. That was 90s albums. We're okay.
It's starting to get back to that old sound, yeah. I got to go back and revisit some of them albums.
Yeah.
Because it's been a while.
Yeah, Sea of Light, 95, 98, Sonic Origami.
Oh, yeah, Sonic Origami, yeah. Oh.
And you have 1991's A Different World.
Oh, A Different World. Okay, yeah, that's it. But I think it's after Sonic Origami, they took like a long break.
Yeah.
It took them like almost 10 years till the next album came out.
2001. What? Acoustically driven?
Oh, yeah, they did that, but like as far as like a studio album.
Yeah.
2007?
2004, Magic Night.
Trying to think. Yeah, I know they did an album in between where they re-recorded a bunch of songs.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta look this up. I kind of forget.
Yeah,
I gotta get some more I gotta get some of the recent Uriah Heeps. I got all the 70s stuff.
Yeah.
I got Abominog on vinyl.
You gotta get the other.
Oh, and I got their newest album too, Living the Dream. Yeah. That's a fucking great album. Easily one of my favorites from 2018.
What are your 3 favorite tracks off the new album, personally?
Ooh. Well, I'll tell you here in a minute. I'm just trying to... Okay, so, what's the album? Oh, yeah, Sonic Origami came out in 98. Oh, yeah, so, yeah, it was a 10-year gap because Wake the Sleeper would be their comeback album in 2008.
Yeah.
So that's the longest gap between Uriah Heep albums.
What was the last album? What was the last album to feature Lee Kerslake on drums?
Good question. I think it might be Sonic Origami, or wait a minute. I'm going to look here now. Why is it not telling me the band members?
Huh. Hey man, it's a conspiracy. They don't want us to know.
No. What's Sonic? Actually, yeah. What's Sonic Origami?
Yeah.
That's the last album that Lee Kerslake on drums. So Wake the Sleeper is the first with, why is it not saying the name of the drummer?
Oh, excuse me.
I mean, there's obviously a drummer on that album.
Well, there has to be.
I'm pretty sure it's the drummer they currently have.
Yeah. I don't
let me look at the lineup here. Dave Rimmer.
Yeah, he's a good drummer. He sounds
Yeah,
good.
he does good.
Yeah.
I like his drumming. And Phil Lenzon is the keyboard player, Hammond organ player.
And you have the guy who's been there from the beginning, Mick Fox.
Yep, the only original member left. That's another story in its own right.
Yeah.
All those 70s members are now gone.
Except for one.
Mick Fox. well, if we want to be technical and go back to like the first couple of Uriah Heep albums, there's still a couple of them guys still alive. But as far as like the classic members, all of them are gone. That's hard to believe.
And Lee Kerslake was the recent. Who was the two recent ones ago? It was Lee Kerslake and somebody else. Was it?
Oh, Ken Hensley passed away. Yeah, he passed away. He passed away like 2 months after Lee Kerslake passed away, which I was kind of shocked by.
Yeah. I don't.
So on June 9th, Mick Fox will be 75 years old.
And he's still torn. He's still making Uriah Heep music. Which, hey.
And he's still from people I've heard that have seen Uriah Heep in concert, they say he still runs around on stage. It's like that's pretty awesome.
He's basically doing what Angus Young is doing. Say, I'm still going until I drop dead, basically.
Man, I'd love to see Uriah Heep live. They were touring.
I would love.
They were touring with Priest. Was it 2018 when they were touring? Yeah, it was on the Firepower tour with Priest. It was Priest and Uriah Heep. I wanted to go so bad, but the closest show was in New York, and I'm like, why can't it come to PA?
Yeah,
I want to go on too.
Or Maryland. I mean, that's down south. Yeah.
But like, if it would have came like around here, it would have been great.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. I think I told you about that Priest concert I went to up in Reading, PA. Oh, still a great show.
Hell yeah.
Oh. And if you can go online and look up the live set list for the Reading PA show, Ben. They pulled out rare stuff live.
Oh, I watched the footage online because people were uploading it to their YouTube channels, and I was just checking out the shows, and I'm like, wow, I wish I was there. I had to work that night.
I didn't care about Sabaton. That kind of bored me. I kind of walked away from Sabaton. I kind of walked around the concourse and looked around and came back right before Priest started. Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people. I know there's a lot of people that like Sabaton, but to me, I can't get into them. They're way too over the top with the symphonic shit.
Well, it's weird. I had the balls to go to a Priest shirt wearing an Iron Maiden shirt. That just shows you how much I love the music. And not once did a Priest fan talk shit at me. They asked me, where'd you get the Iron Maiden shirt? And she said, yeah, I bought it somewhere in Maiden and Priest. And I said, that's cool. And I was actually talking to a lot of Priest fans at the concert. Which people, Frederick, you want to join?
Yeah, man, we're cooking in the kitchen tonight. Metal Bent's cooking channel. Cooking up some fucking cute burgers.
And some metal pizza.
I know this is a different setup right here.
Hell yeah, Ben. Invite me over to your place sometime. We can do a barbecue metal stream. Hell yeah.
Hell, that'd be fucking badass, actually. Metal barbecue cookout or a breakfast fucking cookout.
Then barbecue, lunch cookout. Get all the guys that are cool. Get the whole gang. Nick lives in Ohio. Yeah, fucking. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Look up and have me somewhere. But yeah, we're just chatting about Uriah Heep.
Yeah. Oh, Ben, I got a question. Did you see my Facebook drumming on that acoustic drum? and those electric drums. A lot of people are saying I suck. I don't think I suck on drums.
Fuck what they think. Fuck what the Jack Torts think.
I don't know. I want to hear your honest thoughts on my drumming progress. I just want to hear your honest thoughts. Which drummers do you see from my style of playing right off the bat, or which drummers do you hear?
To me, well, I would say probably Keith Moon to an extent.
Yeah.
Because of the energy. Maybe a little bit of John Bonham.
Yeah. I love Bonham.
Maybe a little bit of fucking Phil Rudd with the groove. That's kind of the three drummers them are the drummers I hear.
And Ben, you kind of nailed it. Those are my top three drummers, like my influences.
Right.
Well, four, but I just love Keith Moon because I tell people when I go on drums, I just go crazy on them. Like Keith Moon, I don't care.
Exactly. No, I didn't order these yet. I want to get them though. I did order 2 of the old Accuser albums that are getting reissued.
Yeah.
Yep. So
yeah, Frederick, I'm going to be ordering Pizza Death soon. I'm going to be ordering that Pizza Death album.
Oh yeah, man. I want to get that too. Definitely.
I mean, you can listen to it on Spotify. I did just to see what they sounded like, and they sounded pretty funny for a metal, progressive metal band.
I can listen to it here on YouTube. Fuck Spotify. Fucking Christ.
I said I wanted to. I actually listened to it on YouTube too. I was just making a Spotify joke. For all people, Spotify sucks. Don't go to it.
Yeah, that's one thing too with my band. You'll never find a fucking Holocaust track on Spotify. Absolutely not.
No.
Fuck Spotify.
Yeah.
If people depend on Spotify for music, they are the problem.
I depend on collecting these physical copies.
Hell yeah, man. Speaking of which, I guess I should show these off real quick before we move further. I've got this. Me and Metal Mike already seen these, but I got the Endless Pain reissue by Creator. So now I have a 1988 copy of it, the Noise copy from '88, and got this version, which has a bunch of demos and shit on it, or it has like the old Tormentor demos. This is actually a really cool, man. I mean, it's really cool how they package this too. It looks like a little book, man. The way they did this. It's got a hardback like a book too. It's really cool. Then we got another thrash band here. Now this is just an EP. I honestly did not think this band was around anymore. But we got Fueled by Fire, Past, Present, No Future. If you like Early Testament, particularly the New Order, you would definitely enjoy this, or even like Souls of Black too.
Mm-hmm.
Or the thrash band Defiance. You can definitely hear some Defiance in here too. This is some good shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I got one of the old Hypocrisy albums. I'm trying to get all the Hypocrisy albums too. Now this is probably deemed one of their weaker albums. With their album Catch 22. Yeah, there's a bit of a Slipknot influence on here, but there's still the mellow depth stuff on there too. It's not that bad. Okay, so then trying to get this band's albums too, because I actually really enjoyed this band. We got the death thrash band Descented from Germany with their album N-Words. This one came out in 2002 on Nuclear Blast. This is just straight up in your face thrash metal with that death metal influence. It doesn't fucking slow down much. And this one came out in 2000. When was it? 2007. Incinerate. Another Descended album. This album's even more brutal. there's a bit more blast beats on here, but there's also some slower moments on here that kind of have a Slayer type of influence. Oh, looks like Mean Metal Mike got booted. I'm sure he'll be back. Oh, and I got the new Violence. Let the World Burn. Dude, this fucking EP rules. I hear some people complaining about it. I don't find no complaints here, man. The guitar tone on this is sick, man. It's got a really heavy and crisp guitar tone. I enjoy it. Great comeback by Violence, and that's what I got yesterday.
Yo, yeah, my internet took a shit. Sorry.
And yeah, man, the creator. Oh, I hear ambulance. Wow.
Woo, woo, woo. For all you metal ambulances out there, you guys rock.
Oh yeah. Definitely something going on tonight.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What's fucking echoing? All of a sudden.
Huh. I have it turned down. It was fine before.
See if I turn it back up.
You?
Hello. Why is it doing that?
I don't know. If you turn it back down, then there's kind of an echo, but it's not like that strong. Oh yeah, that new Violence LP, Thrash, Frederick. Yeah.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's really annoying. Wasn't doing that before. What?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not messing with it. I'm just like moving the volume bar up and down and trying to see what's causing it to do that.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. Fund for better equipment.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's catered. Money. Other YouTubers do it.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm saving up money for like a cheap ass tablet or a cheap ass laptop. You know, it's one step up from a phone. So, you know. Yeah. But Frederick's saying echoes in the kitchen. Oh.
I don't know where the hell it's coming from.
It's those damn gremlins.
Now it's like super annoying.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing. Any shoppers out there? Get the fuck out of my store.
Okay, I'm gonna try something here.
Yeah. Yep, but I do have a stream scheduled for Monday. If you guys want to watch me Monday night, I'm going to be doing what I did 2 weeks ago when I did that bootleg stream. I'm going to do that again and play some more of that underground 70s stuff. So.
Hell yeah. Damn, it's still cute. What the fuck is it doing this?
Yeah. Oh, I have my window open. That might be it.
That'll do it.
No? Oh, it's still there. Hey, Frederick, have you picked up any new CDs or albums recently, Frederick? What albums did you get? Oh,
No, I don't have
No,
anything
I don't
else.
have anything else.
mm,
I wasn't doing it before.
Wasn't doing it before, what?
no. But I'm also going to be saving money. So if you guys want to see me play drums, I'm saving up money soon so I can buy myself an actual kit and set it up and maybe play it. Well, it's an apartment, but I might get myself an electric kit and play it, set it up in my room, maybe get myself a cheap electric drum kit, and might start doing might focus more on doing more drumming videos. Maybe start doing some cover song videos. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Who knows? I might get Ben to play guitar and do like a jam stream. Might be a terrible idea, but me on the electric drums, Ben on guitar, hell yeah. It's still a jam session, it still counts. My sound is low.
Right on.
Yeah, some of the sound just decided to drop. I notice it too. Those damn gremlins, they're playing with our shit.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens now.
Uh-huh.
Come on. But I can't get it off. I can't get it off.
Yeah. Oh, God. Ouch. Ouch. Oof. Who's ever messing with our shit? Fuck y'all.
Exactly. Fuck you all, man.
Yeah.
It's rabbit noise.
Oh, we got Metal Connection in the chat. What's up? What's up, J-Dub?
Save that. Cut out.
I mean, I have headphones. But they don't have a microphone in them. There's strange headphones. I mean,
What's going on?
like I said,
Metal Connection. Everything was going smooth.
yeah.
Now I can't figure out how to fucking.
Oh great! Our neighbors are out there partying in the street like a block away, and they're blasting loud Latin music. They've been doing that all day.
Idiot. They don't know how to fucking really party.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on now. Now it's echoing. Trying to go into mic settings to see. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, because the echo cancellation is on.
Yeah.
And it's still active.
It's must be on StreamYards, and I'm guessing StreamYards just yeah. It's Metal Connection said it's fine. It's just low. Yeah.
Sounds pretty.
Here's
pretty loud on my end.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh wait, you're doing
What
a
day?
faction top
What day?
10?
That could be a possibility.
That could be a possibility there too.
Yeah. I think it's StreamYard because it was working like perfectly fine for us earlier with no issues. And what's funny, when I was doing my stream with Levi, it was working fine on my end too with no issues. So so I think StreamYard is just shit in the bed at the moment. I think.
I'm gonna try something real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna StreamYard for a minute. I'll back to it.
Okay. So he's just gonna exit out and come back in. What y'all up to, Me Metal Mike here? The one, the only, the legendary Me Metal Mike. There's only one of me. You can buy a carbon copy of me, the original Me Metal Mike poster, on sale for whenever the fuck you want to buy it.
Okay.
It's getting there.
Let's go on every.
That's better. That's a little bit better.
A little better.
Yeah. If you saw my advertisement ad, I was trying to do a skit here ago.
By the way, donate to my page. Description will be in the video. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I do have a PayPal. I'm not one of these folks from here and begs for money.
Yeah. Well, if I ever get enough money saved, I might create a mean metal shovel, like beanie cap.
Hell yeah.
Might make a couple of those and give them to y'all. Yeah, get the shovel beanie.
That would be cool.
You know. The Shovel and Shit podcast. Ooh, that could be something I could create. Shovel and Shit podcast.
Hell yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, let's see what else we can talk about. I mean, oh yeah. Other than that, Ben, definitely check out that playlist. Those playlists of songs I sent you.
Definitely.
I'm also starting to like Sir Lord Baltimore. I'm slowly starting to listen to them. I'm getting there.
They're all right. Yeah, Sir Lord, excellent band.
Yeah. How many albums did they come out with?
Thinking we 3.
Yeah.
Or maybe just 2.
What the heck is a band called? The
This damn echoing is getting on my nerves.
Yeah. What's weird is the echo cancellation is on, so that should be stopping it from,
It should be.
doing
It should be. It's on my end.
No.
On my end too.
Ooh, I'm just looking at some of these bands. Yeah, Dust, Blue Cheer, Warpig. Yeah, there's a band called Warpig. There's a band called Buffalo, Pentagram, High Tide. I'm just Lucifer's Friend, Toad, Iron Claw. That's a lot of stuff. Yeah. So Loose Leaf Hound. I'm gonna check that out. Looks interesting. Yes. No Saxon spoilers. God, these fucking people are street racing.
Yo. It's annoying. Hello, what's up?
Not much.
I
People are fucking
think I'm just gonna end the stream.
Yeah. I might.
It's getting on my nerves.
Yeah. Ben's getting the stream. I'm probably gonna start up a stream and just play some music for a bit, guys. You want to hop over and see me there for a bit. Peace.
All right, peace. My apologies. I just cannot stand that echoing. Anyways, I'm gonna head out here for a little bit anyway, so sure I'll see you guys around later on. Keep it metal. Everything was fine earlier in the stream, then all of a sudden these technical difficulties happened. But anyways, up for now. Peace.